nga sa College of Arts and Sciences.
Ay pinangunahan ng College of Public Administration.
Ida naman ang College of Information.
Naging palaban ng College of Engineering. Nagbiwang ang College of Industrial Technology.
Kailangan ng College of Human Genetics. College of Veterinary Medicine sa nasabing lamang ng College of Medicine.
Ilang taon lang ba kayo? Ikaw ang bilang tiyak. Kaagapay mo.
Kaagapay mo.
Kaagapay mo. Kaagapay mo, CSU.
Magandang oras mga kaagapay! Narito na naman po tayo sa isang kapanapanabik na segment sa edisyong ito.
Dahil dyan, gusto nyo bang matuto at makakuha ng mga bagong impormasyon tungkol sa kaganapan sa loob ng universidad?
Huwag po kayong mag-alala dahil tiyak makakapulot kayo ng aral dito sa Talakayan sa CSU.
At ngayon nga ay meron tayong guest speaker na makapanayam tungkol sa paksang ating napili para sa edisyong ito.
Mga kaagapay, dahil natapos na nga po ang botohan para sa pagpili sa ating bagong University Student Government President, ating pong alamin ang detalye tungkol dito.
Bibigyan natin ng pansin ang mga layunin o plano ng ating bagong student region sa ating universidad para sa isang taon niyang termino.
At para tayo lalong maliwanagan mga kaagapay, amin pong inimbitahan ang ating bagong halal na USG President na si Mr. Julius Catolino. Mr. Julius, magandang oras po.
Magandang oras din sa inyo, Jerome at Ira, at sa ating mga kaagapay na nakasubaybay sa mga oras na ito. Magandang araw po sa inyo.
Muli nais ko namin kayong batiin sa inyong pagkapanalo bilang bagong student region.
Congrats, Pres.
Maraming salamat, Ira at Jerome.
Bilang isang estudyante ng CSU, ano ang naramdaman mo nung naihalal ka bilang bagong student region?
Alam mo, Ira, mixed emotions yung naramdaman ko when I knew that I was newly elected student leader at University Student Government President. Because looking back, before the election, the grand rally, I was campaigning myself to students from other campuses and they were all saying na may mapupusuan na kami ibang student region, may mapupusuan na kami ibang president. So I was really losing confidence and hope back then. And then it turned out that after the grand rally, after the debates, I won by a large margin and it really overwhelmed me kasi hindi ko in-expect na ganun magiging turnout ng election. So napaiyak talaga ako nung nalaman ko na ako yung nanalo. I wasn't really expecting to win because looking back, before the election in Grand Rally, whenever I campaigned for myself to students from other campuses, they would always say na we have already someone in mind to vote for president. So my confidence and my hope was really down by that time. Tapos sinamahan pa ng mga side comments, mga back comments, na paninira at pinagmumukha akong masama. So I wasn't really expecting that I would win the election. And when I knew that I won by a large margin, napaiyak na lang ako kasi lahat ng yun bumalik sa akin eh. Hindi ko in-expect. So I was really thankful for the students or for the student leaders who were there during the student congress who voted for me, for trusting me to be their student leader and to help the CSU students in my path.
So, matanong lang namin, Pres, since nabanggit mo kanina na during Grand Rally, nakarinig ka ng mga negative feedbacks and comments and yun nagpababa ng level of confidence mo. Gusto lang namin malaman, Pres, kung paano mo na-handle yung situation that time.
Actually, that was yung mga side comments or back comments. It was before the Grand Rally or before the Student Congress. It was during the times when I was going to campuses, campaigning for myself. And so yun, ayaw ko lang sabihin kung ano yung mga specific na sinabi nila na paninira or mga comments. But one thing is for sure, it shook me down, it shook my confidence level down. But with the help of the people who are close to me, of the people who inspired me to actually run for this position, they told me that hindi mahalaga kung ano yung sinasabi nila. Ang mahalaga, ipakita ko sa mga estudyante o sa mga estudyante nasa Student Congress yung kagustuhan ko at yung puso ko para sa posisyong gusto kong makuha.
So, hindi rin pala nagbiro ang mga naging napagdaan mo, Pres, ng mga election. At syempre, nais lang din namin malaman, ang next question na, Pres, ano ang mga paghahandang ginawa mo noong election?
You know, Jerome, the university student government elections sometimes may get too political. Eh, sabi nga nila, student politics is still politics. So, I really prepared myself physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Physically, pinipare ko na yung sarili ko kasi alam kong mapapasabak ako sa puyatan during student congress with all the campaigns and with all the activities during the student congress. Emotionally, hinanda ko yung sarili ko sa kung ano man magiging turnout ng elections because actually, this is my second time, this is my second attempt, or that was my second attempt to run for the presidency. The first time was last year, wherein I was disqualified due to my year level and course. So yun, hinanda ko rin yung sarili ko sa anumang emotional roller coaster na maaaring mangyari during, during, and after the elections. Well, mentally naman, I read things that could help me ace the debate during the grand rally. And on spiritually, I went to our pastor and asked for guidance from him. And yun nga, sabi niya, God has plans and I just have to believe in Him. So yun yung pag-aandang ginawa ko before the during the university student government elections.
Mga kaagapa, hindi talaga madali ang pagiging student regent dahil kailangan mong maganda physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Kaya nga nang ginawa ng ating bagong halal na student regent na si Mr. Julius Catulin. At Mr. President, para po sa ating susunod na katanungan, ano po yung nag-udyok sa inyo para pasukin po yung pagiging student regent?
Actually, matagal kong pinag-isipan kung tatakbo akong student regent this year or hindi. Kasi inassess ko muna lahat ng mga factors na maaaring maka-apekto sa akin tulad na lamang ng aking year level na like course. Like for example, mag-fifth year na ako sa aking course ng BS Accountancy. And yun talaga yung dilemma ko eh. Yung dilemma ko kung pagpapatuloy ko yung track ko sa student leadership at the same time sa academics. Yun talaga yung nasa isip ko. Pinagpipilian ko kung mag-concentrate ako sa academics or dito sa student leadership. And then I had a moment with myself one night. I look back to all the years that I've given, to all the times that I've given for student leadership, for student journalism, because my background din was student journalism. Sinabi ko sa sarili ko na throughout these years, ito na yung gusto ko. Throughout these years, ito yung ginawa ko. And it would be bad for me that on my last year, I wouldn't grab the chance to help the students more. That's why I ran for the position.
Alright, so next question tayo, Tess. Ano naman po ang inyong vision para sa inyong administrasyon?
For this year, we envision USG to be a student government that will be felt by the students by having legitimate accomplishments. Because, you know, Ira and Jerome, whenever we go to other campuses and we ask the students, alam niyo ba na mayroong USG? Hindi nila alam kasi ang alam lang nila ay ang COLSGs at ang kanilang mga CSGs. And that's what we would like for USG this year. Na malaman ng mga estudyante na may USG bukod sa kanilang mga COLSGs at CSGs na handang tumulong at handang serbisyo para sa kanila.
Ayan mga kaagapay, lalo na mga ka-CSU1, tandaan po natin na may USG na handang tumulong po sa atin.
Feel free po to approach them if may problema kayo, ganun mga kaagapay.
Tama.
For our next question, Mr. President, ano po yung magiging hakbang nyo sa pagpapatupad ng mga layunin sa ating universidad?
Kung gusto ko sana, Ira, is for the USG to work hand-in-hand with its umbrella organizations like the campus student governments and the college student governments because the university student government want to empower the grassroots or the students per se. And the best way to empower the grassroots is to make the trickle-down effect. You know, the university student government helps the campus student government, the campus student government helps the college student governments, the college student governments help the classroom student governments, and those classroom student governments help those students under those. So yun yung gusto kong maging mangyari para sa USG eh. We will provide them activities or programs that would help the CSGs and COLSGs to trickle down the effect down to the last bit of student of CSU.
Okay, susunod po tayo sa ating pang-anim na question mga guys. Aware naman tayo na sa ating university test, napakadaming hinaing at mga question ng ating mga estudyante. Ngayon, gusto lang po namin malaman ng press kung paano mo mapagtutuunan ng pansin ang kanilang mga question at hinaing.
So, ayun nga, di ba? Madaming mga hinahingan question ng ating mga kapwa estudyante. Unang-una sa lahat, bibigyan natin sila ng avenue or ng daan para may parating sa aming mga membro ng University Student Government yung kanilang hinaing. Magpo-provide kami ng mga communication lines, and for example, through Facebook, through Twitter, or through email, or even through text. And we will assure them na yung mga hinaing nila at mga suggestion nila ay makakarating sa mga tamang taong kanilang nais na may parating yung suggestion. And we want also USG to be open to the students for all criticisms, constructive criticisms. Gusto namin marinig kung ano man yung gusto nilang sabihin sa University Student Government. Gusto namin silang marinig. However, I would like to clear that the University Student Government will not tolerate bashing, purely bashing lang, yung mga mema lang na sinasabi. We won't tolerate that. As long as it's constructive criticism, we are open for it. The USG will be open for it.
So, press, since nabanggit mo naman na yung mga pwedeng maging yung Facebook, Twitter, baka may mga sites kayo or pages na pwede may ibigay sa ating mga kaagapay para naman malaman nila, press.
Just this past week, we've revitalized the Facebook page of the University Student Government. You can search it on Facebook, University Student Government, Cagayan State University. And the Facebook page of the Office of the University Student Region. Later on this year, we will also launch the text lines or the hotlines for students to text whenever they have complaints, whenever they have concerns to reach the student government or to reach the student region more.
Mga kaagapay, marami tayong sites na pwedeng puntahan if ever po na may problema kayo or gusto yung mag-comment sa administration, sa bagong administration. Pwede lang po kayong mag-comment at mag-post sa kanilang Facebook page.
At syempre, hintayin natin ang kanilang hotline.
And just to add lang din, Jerome and Ira, kasi this past years, we've observed na meron tayong problema sa mga anonymous pages, di ba? And yun nga, dahil sa kakulangan ng komunikasyon sa students and between the administration and between the university student government, yung mga anonymous pages na yun yung naging avenue ng mga students to let their concerns be heard. But I would like to assure to the students that the university student government will hear you, and you don't need to resort to anonymous pages anymore to let your concerns be heard.
So dahil nandito ka na, Mr. President, gusto lang namin i-grab yung opportunity na tanungin sa inyo yung bagong controversial issue about CSU na kailangan mo munang ipasa yung admission test bago ka makapasok dito sa Cagayan State University. So ano po yung masasabi niyo?
Una sa lahat, yung CSU card, yung pinakaunang challenge ko as the student regent. Kasi nga, grabe yung mga issues or yung mga comments na lumalabas sa Facebook right now. Kaya nag-release ako just recently ng statement sa aking Facebook account. Hati actually yung opinion ko regarding the CSU card. Because I get the administration and I get also the plight of the students. The administration has a point in saying that they should maintain quality education. I get the point of both the administration and the students. I get the administration when they say that it's to up the quality of tertiary education, especially in CSU, and also in line with the RA 1091, the free education system. And I also get the point of the students when they say that CSU is their only choice and they have nowhere else to go. But we have to assess first what really are the circumstances. Because it's wrong for us to say that lahat ng mga nakapasa ay may hirap at bobo. Lahat ng mga nakapasa ay matatalino at hindi kayang mag-aral sa CSU. Yun yung mga kailangan natin i-balance sa ngayon eh. But for now, what I can promise to the students, because my heart breaks for those who fail the CSU card. And it really pains me whenever I read their stories, whenever I read how much they want to enroll in CSU and how much and how much they really want to attain their dreams, and they know that CSU is the only university, it's their only option to attain their dreams. So it breaks me a lot. And so I'm thinking of moving to the Board of Regents during our July 2 board meeting. It will be on July 2. That's the first board meeting, and I already have a work to do in the Board of Regents. I will bring to the Board of Regents their sentiments. I will make sure that the Board of Regents will hear what these students have to say, will hear their story, and we are hoping na makikinig yung ating Board of Regents sa mga istorya ng mga batang hindi pumasa at gusto mag-aral sa CSU.
Okay, Mr. President, we heard po na nag-open ng CSU for second batch of CSU grad takers. Maaari niyo po bang linawin sa akin ang detalye tungkol dito, Pres?
The second batch of CSU grad takers will take their exams on June 22. And the registration will start on June 8, right after the graduation of CSU Andalus. It will only be taken in CSU Andalus. The students who are allowed to take the exam are those who were not able to take the exams during the first batch. So, maraming nagtatanong kung pwedeng mag-retake yung mga hindi pumasa. Unfortunately, hindi na po pwedeng mag-retake yung mga hindi pumasa. Yung exam ay para na lamang doon sa mga hindi nakapag-exam noong first batch.
Ayan mga kaagapay, sa June 22 na nga po, ang second batch CSU CAD takers. At ang mga maaaring magte-take lang ng exam ay yung mga hindi nakapag-take noong first batch ng CSU CAD. And ang venue po ng ating examination ay sa CSU Andres Campus. Ayan mga kaagapay, save the date, June 22.
Okay, Mr. President, para po sa ating panghuling katanungan, bukod sa mga nabanggit nyo pong mga possible na gagawin nyo o mga gagawin nyo para sa inyong administrasyon, ano pa po yung mga aasahan po namin sa iyong administrasyon ngayon?
Yun nga, gaya nga nung sabi ko kanina, Jerome, papaigtingin ng USG yung ating komunikasyon ngayon. Komunikasyon sa pagitan ng mga estudyante at ng University Student Government, at komunikasyon sa pagitan ng mga estudyante at sa mga administrasyon ng CSU. They can expect to have a stronger representation in the Board of Regents through me as their student agent. And they can expect na kung ano man yung gusto nilang sabihin, kung ano yung gusto nila o yung decision ng mga estudyante, yun at yun ang ipaparating ko sa student or sa Board of Regents. Yun at yun ang paparating ko sa Board of Regents. They can also expect activities that could help them or programs that could help them. We are planning to launch a mental health caravan because you know, Jerome and Ira, for the past years, the problem on mental health, marami tayong suicide cases in CSU, and this wasn't highlighted in the past year. So this year will be the highlight of the University Student Government. We are also planning to really empower the minorities in our university. Like for example, yung ating mga kaibigan sa mga LGBT. Nagpaplano ang University Student Government na i-empower o i-mobilize yung ating legislative body, yung ating mga senators at congressmen to actually work for laws and bills or laws and resolutions that would really help the students. Kasi yung power ng University Student Government, when it comes to implementation, lahat yan babalik at babalik sa formulation ng laws and policies ng ating legislative body.
At ayan nga mga kaagapay, ating nang natunghayan ang sagot ng ating bagong student regent patungkol sa kanyang pagkapanalo at mga layunin nito sa ating universidad. Muli maraming salamat po Mr. Julius Catalin sa pagkikipagtalakayan niyo sa amin sa edisyon ito.
At maraming salamat din, Pres, sa pagbibigay ng impormasyon at mga kaalaman para sa diskusyon ito.
Maraming salamat din sa inyo, Ira at Jerome, at sa buong kaagapay team sa inyong imbitasyon. At lalong-lalo na maraming salamat mga kaagapay. At lagi po nating pakatatandaan na dito sa CSU, we transform lives.
Mga kaagapay, inyo pong makatutukan muli ang aming talakayan sa susunod na edisyon. Ito ang Talakayan sa CSU!